everyone! We are at the very beginning of a new year, which for a lot of us means hitting the reset button and starting off fresh. I thought this would be the perfect time to do a little life update Q&A. And when I asked on Twitter if any of you would be interested in a video like this, a lot of you said yes. So here we are. These questions are really from everywhere: Twitter, Instagram, the comments of my videos, and I tried to gather together the questions that I get asked the most and just answer them for you. Something tells me this is gonna be maybe kind of a long video, so I should probably get started. My sweet baby nugs. All right, but for real, here's the deal. Whenever I travel, I leave Nugget with my mom just because she has always loved a Nugget. I didn't want to put Nugget into boarding. It was an easy and convenient solution for when I was traveling, and I also knew that he was in safe hands, that he was going to be loved, he was gonna be comfortable and have lots of fun. Now, during the times that Nugget was with my mom, they really formed a bond. And I mean, come on, have you seen Nugget? How could you not form a bond with that cute little fluffy ball of love? It became harder and harder for my mom to be away from Nugget, just like it was hard for me to be away from Nugget. But what I realized is that my mom is in a very different place in her life, and companionship is really, really important to her. I mean, it's important to me, but it's on a different level for her, and I saw how much joy Nugget brought to her life, how much happier she was, how excited she would be to have Nugget and to be taking care of him and to just have a little buddy around. I know this firsthand because I know how much Nugget has added to my life. So after talking to my mom and talking about different ways to do this, we decided that the best thing to do would be for Nugget to stay with my mom most of the time. And that's not because I can't take care of him, it's because I see how much he adds to her life. And seeing her happy and healthy is so important to me and makes me really, really happy. Now, I still see Nugget whenever I see my mom, and sometimes both of them come and stay with me, or I'll spend time with them. So Nugget is still very much a part of my life. And I just wanted you to know that he is safe and happy and very, very loved. Now, because I don't have a cat with me 24/7 anymore, I have been thinking about adopting a kitten this year. So I'm kind of putting that energy out into the world, and maybe sometime later in the year, I will be adopting a kitten. I've already been going to shelters and just kind of scoping out the situation and just kind of easing into all of it, because you know, it is hard because I love Nugget so much, but I really, really want another kitten and somebody that can be my buddy now that my mom has a buddy. So I live and work mostly in LA, and I have a studio space that I've been shooting my videos out of for a while just because it allows me more room to spread out. Eileen, who you may know from my Snapchats and my Instagram stories, Eileen literally helps me with everything. She helps me stay organized. She will help me set up for my videos. She is like my partner in everything except romance. That's how we describe our relationship. So Eileen and I are together pretty much every single day. And then on top of that, sometimes I have people coming in to help me shoot my videos. So if I need, someone to actually physically hold the camera while I'm doing stuff, I'll bring somebody in to help out with that. It's nice to have the room for everybody to just spread out. Now, currently, I am in New York City in my apartment that I've had for about 2 years, and I go back and forth between New York and LA. This makes me really sad to say, but I am moving out of this apartment that you see really soon because I told myself that I wanted to live in New York for 2 years and then to reevaluate after the 2 years was up. And it was always just a life goal of mine to live in New York City on my own terms and just get to know the city more because I love it so much. And I have to say, I've fallen in love with it even more over the last 2 years, and it's just really sad to be leaving, but it feels like a chapter that is ending, and I do have a feeling that maybe down the line in the future I will kind of flip-flop and spend more of my time here in New York instead of in LA. I would love to do that, but for right now, I am going to be consolidating everything in LA. But before I move out, I am going to be doing a New York City apartment tour because I've never done one, and I would love to share this space with you. And I also think it would be a cool way to just remember a space that has been so special and important to me, because over the last 2 years, so many things have happened, and this apartment and this space have really been a part of those experiences and that personal growth for me. So it's a very, very special, I feel like saying sacred is a little bit too much, but that's what it really feels like to me. It feels like this little place in my heart that I'm never gonna forget about. I've just loved being here so much, and I asked all of you on Twitter if you wanted to see an apartment tour, and a lot of you said yes. So that is going to be coming very, very soon. The exciting part of leaving a place that I love so much is that I'm gonna be consolidating everything in LA and moving to a new place in LA. I'm gonna keep you guys updated on what's happening with that, but it should be happening in the next couple months or so. And once everything is all settled, I will definitely be showing you the new space. And I'm excited. I don't even know what it looks like yet. So, you know, future self, if you ever watch this again, your past self is very pumped. I won't be vlogging in a regular way, in like a Vlogmas kind of style. But after doing my trip to Montana and creating that video and seeing how much you guys loved it and how much I really loved making it, I definitely want to do more things like that, where I take you guys along with me, whether I'm going on trips with friends or going alone, and just bringing you in and showing you what's happening. Yes, I do. And our relationship is something that is very special to both of us. And at this point, we prefer to keep things private. You may see my girlfriend pop up in a photo or maybe on Snapchat, but she's not gonna be making any appearances in my videos. She is amazing and she totally supports and loves what I do, but she's just not comfortable with being on camera since this is not her world, like being on camera. So she supports me from behind the scenes, and it's just been really awesome to have the time to get to know each other and build our relationship. Now, I also want to share something else with you guys that I haven't talked about, but I do think that it's relevant to this kind of section of the Q&A. So I went through a breakup almost 6 months ago. This is making my heart race, TBH. That's because I normally don't talk about breakups, because there was really nothing to talk about. This breakup that happened in the last 6 months though was very, very difficult. And it's difficult to talk about because it has sucked. I've spent these last months grappling with anxiety and bouts of depression and just really kind of retracting and not feeling like myself. And within all of that was a lot of self-loathing. And because of this, I needed to pull away. And I'm sure a lot of you noticed that all of a sudden I wasn't as active on social media and I just kind of pulled away. It doesn't mean that every moment of every day was absolutely awful, but the undertone of it all was really, really difficult. And it's because I wasn't expecting this. And when I say this, I mean these kinds of feelings. I basically felt like curling up in a fetal position and just staying in a corner. I pretty much felt like this every day. Maybe not all day, every day, but I definitely felt it at least at some point during the day. But every day I told myself to keep going. And now I've started to feel a lot better, and it's because of taking the time that I needed to spend with myself, and also my amazing friends, Kat, Carrie, and Eileen, who just made sure that I was eating and taking care of myself and basically just operating on a very basic human level and functioning. So then I could take the steps that I needed to take care of myself emotionally. And they provided so much comfort and care for me, and it makes me emotional thinking about it. It makes me cry every time, but it was just amazing to see them rally around me, and I can't thank them enough. And I know for you guys, this pulling away on my end may have felt like I didn't care, but that couldn't be further from the truth. I care about all of you and what I put out into the world so much, and this time to figure out what was going on with me and this time that I needed to heal was absolutely crucial. You know, a lot of times these things, especially when they happen on the internet, get dismissed, but just like mean comments affect people, wonderful, kind comments affect people as well, and I needed that. And you guys gave it to me without even knowing what was going on, and it's a big part of what kept me going. So I want to say thank you. In a nutshell, there are two main reasons why I make sponsored videos. Number one, I get to work with brands that I really love using products that I love in a more meaningful way. Number two, because making videos on the internet is my full-time job, this is how I make a living. So now that we have the nutshell laid out, let's crack it open and see what's inside. To talk about working with brands a little bit more, every single sponsored video that I have made has been with a brand that I genuinely love, and I've used products that I genuinely love and that I use all the time off camera. Now, I know this internally, but I want to just outwardly say this so it's openly out in the world. When I talk about a product, it's because I genuinely love it and enjoy it and use it. And I would talk about this brand and or product whether or not I was getting paid for it. And if you watch my Instagram stories or you follow me on Snapchat, then you know that I am using and talking about different products all the time. And a lot of times you see these products in my videos later down the line after I've used them a little bit more. Now let's dive into an actual sponsorship. So one of my favorite ways to work with a brand is on a long-term basis. And this is what I'm currently doing with Bare Minerals. I love Bare Minerals and I wear at least one of their products every single day that I wear makeup. Today I'm wearing the original foundation and a lip color in Love. And not only do I love their products, but I love what Bare Minerals stands for as a brand. They stand for inclusivity and empowerment. And those are all things that I strive for on a daily basis. So I love what they make. I love what they stand for. We really mesh well because we're on the same page with everything in terms of, you know, what I like products wise and what I want to be putting out into the world. And so a long-term partnership makes sense, and it's really awesome because I get to do things that I wouldn't normally get to do. Having a long-term relationship like this is so awesome because we're able to form a true partnership, really understand each other on a deeper level and create awesome stuff. And I've been working on some really cool things with Bare Minerals that I wouldn't be able to do on my own, that I can't talk about quite yet, but I promise it's coming very soon. And I think you guys are really gonna like it. So I personally cannot wait because this has been in the works for months and I'm so ready for it to be here. So now let's talk about this being my full-time job a little bit more. Because this is my full-time job, that means I have people helping me out, like Eileen. And if I need help shooting, a shooter coming in. And if I need equipment and gear, all of that comes out of my pocket. And these people need to be paid for their work. And I also want to pay them for their work because they're helping me out tremendously. This is their job, just like this is my job. And then there's the thing where I have to make sure that I can cover my cost of living as well. So this really is like an ecosystem and we all help keep each other going. And so you know, sponsored videos are always called out, so there's absolutely no mystery. You can always check the description box of a video and it will clearly say whether or not it is sponsored. I'm really not in the business of trying to be sneaky or hiding the fact that I'm doing sponsored videos. Now, to give you a broader perspective, what Eileen and I have done is we have gone through every single video that has been made in the year 2016. We have laid out how many videos have been made, how many of those videos were sponsored, and what the percentage of sponsored videos is total throughout an entire year. In 2016, I made 68 videos. This is about 5 to 6 videos a month. 7 of these 68 videos were vessel videos. All 7 of these videos were made in the exact same way as my videos that weren't on vessel. So I spent full production time and money on these videos and they were not sponsored. Out of these 68 videos, 20 of them were sponsored. Out of these 20 sponsored videos, 5 of them were dedicated videos. And what I mean by dedicated video is that there was more of a focus on a specific product or brand in that video. The remaining 15 sponsored videos had 30 to 90 second sponsored mentions. So out of a video that on average is about 10 minutes long, 30 to 90 seconds of that was sponsored. And for a little bit more clarity, videos that I have created outside of the beauty, fashion, and lifestyle space, so like political videos or the UN videos or anything else that doesn't fall under the lifestyle category, may have felt like they were sponsored videos because it was just something different, but none of those videos were sponsored at all. So in the last year, 29.4% of all of my video content was sponsored. That means the vast majority of my videos, over 70%, are not sponsored. And the majority of my sponsored videos only have 30 to 90 second mentions out of videos that typically average around 10 minutes. And also it just kind of depends on the time of year as well. Some months there are absolutely no sponsored videos at all, and then other months there may be more brands that I want to work with. So it just kind of works out that way. So if you ever feel like the majority of what you're watching is sponsored, or even if you don't feel that way, I wanted to be fully transparent about what I'm making and what I'm not making, and just provide a full picture view of what's being made. At the end of the day, sponsored videos help me keep what I'm doing going. They allow me to pay the people that are helping me to pay for equipment and gear and to do things I wouldn't normally be able to do on my own. And that, to me, as a creative, is really, really important. To be able to try new and exciting things that I may not otherwise be able to do. And also, making sponsored videos helps me make more videos that aren't sponsored. And I want you to know that any sponsored video that you see on my channel is made with just as much care and love and fun as the rest of my videos. They're fun to make, just like all my other videos. And the bonus aspect of it is that a lot of times I get to try out cool new things, which is amazing because then I get to share those cool, new, and awesome things with all of you. And that has always been something that fills up my happy tank. I love learning about new things and I love sharing the things that I love, so hopefully they can help out other people. I love making beauty and fashion and lifestyle videos, but I've also really been loving trying out new and different things because it's just fun to change it up a little bit and be challenged and go to new places and try shooting things in a different way and try talking about different things. It's just, I think, more of a reflection of who I am at this point in my life. And that's what's really important to me. There's like floof flying around. That's something that has always been important to me and something that I've always done on my YouTube channel is to reflect where I'm at in my life, what I'm interested in, and to share those things with you, and hopefully you can take something away from that. But I really want to, at the very least, go to different places. So that's a goal for me. And to also perfect baking scones. That's another thing. I really love scones and I don't know how to make them. By the way, if you enjoy scones, do you put the cream on first and then the jam, or the jam then the cream? Or do you do like cream, jam, cream, or jam, cream, jam? So many possibilities. In addition to how you eat your scones, I would love to know what you would like to see down below in the comments. So anything, it could be beauty videos that you want to see this year, fashion videos, food videos, travel videos. If you have an idea for somewhere I should visit or check out that you think would be cool to share, let me know. I am really open to anything and everything, and I have already made note of things that you guys have been requesting, so that stuff is going to be coming along in the future, but I definitely want more. So tell me down below in the comments. All right, that is going to be it for today. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any of my videos coming your way this year. You never know, some video that pops up may be something that you requested. I hope that you all are having a great start to the new year. It's currently really snowing outside. I wish you guys could see it, but it is crazy snow town outside. And I have to go get toilet paper, so I'm gonna go and do that and be a functioning human. We'll see you guys later. Bye.